Hello Taurus, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo and I'm here with your March tarot forecast. As always, we'll be looking at your love life, your career and workspace, and we'll get you guidance from the universe on how to best navigate the energies of the month of March. At the end, I will also post some messages from your person of interest to yourself. So, we will start with a quick oracle message from the Sacred Traveler today. Let's see what is the theme that it's recommended to pay attention to, where you can draw additional power, additional lessons, that could really benefit your path. These readings are for Sun, Moon, and Rising Taurus. So if you're checking out this video for your Sun sign, please check out videos for other placements too. They're not published yet, they will be in the next couple of days. Last but not least, please like the video if you like what I'm doing. It really helps me spread the word. And of course, if you're interested in a personal reading, I also do those. You can order one from my website, or you can just email me and we'll agree all the details. I do both the live versions where we have a call in Zoom and we talk as I'm doing the reading, or I can give you a recorded version. And of course, check out the playlist with my podcast/TV show that's called Mindfully Awake. All the episodes that have aired so far are on the playlist, and you can get the link in the description box as well. But you can also search for the show name anywhere where you watch live streams or where you listen to podcasts. So, Taurus, you're the wise leader. Who could have thought? Sorry, I'm just joking because my sun is in Taurus, so I'm definitely counting in this reading as a message for myself as well. And by the way, these are collective readings, so take only what resonates for you and leave what doesn't. You are a beacon for others. You are the leader and you're supposed to embrace that role. If you already have a role as a leader, a more formal role, then this is a sign for you to really go deeper into that power, because that essentially will be the source of inspiration for yourself personally. Okay, so for your love life and relationships, you have Three of Pentacles. Like it. Queen of Wands, could be dealing with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sag. And Knight of Swords, could be an air sign. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Then for your career space, you have Six of Pentacles. I will explain this more in a minute, just bear with me. Knight of Cups, that's a water sign potentially. And the Magician, this is Gemini. And then the advice, you have High Priestess, this is Cancer energy. Five of Cups. And Knight of Pentacles. Look at all the knights. You have three knights. Only missing Knight of Wands, I guess. You have Queen of Wands instead. Very interesting. Devil at the bottom of the deck. This is Capricorn energy. Yeah, so it's interesting because Devil is a temptation, and when thinking about the absence of the Knight of Wands, I was actually thinking about absence of certain passion / addiction, because there's a very fine line between those. And I feel like one of the messages for you, Taurus, is that maybe you don't want to get too committed to something, like get married to an idea, a situation, a project, a person, not literally, you know what I mean. You don't want to get married to it because you think that may result in some kind of toxic outcome, or you won't be able to see clearly anymore because you'll get so involved in it. So yeah, doesn't have to be that way, right? And please make sure that while you're being careful with temptation and with obsession topics, do not push away passion, because that's one of your roadmaps to really have a happy and joyous life. You do have Queen of Wands here though, instead of the Knight. So I would just say that definitely if you don't feel like you're not sure what kind of action to take when it comes to your personal sense of passion, then there's definitely somebody in your life who can show it to you. Of course, it could be a partner, it could be even a friend, but you have the card of friendship and partnership and teamwork here in this space. So there's a good chance that it's a friend who you can collaborate with, and they will help you ignite that spark in yourself. You know, when like there is one, let's say, candle burning, and then you can light up another candle from it, something like that. But it is going to be really important in the months of March to dive deeper into what moves you, what inspires you. You know, something that you can be doing 24/7, forgetting to eat and to sleep. I'm not saying do it, but I'm saying like something that you're that excited about, right? And yeah, there is gonna be a sense of urgency in terms of like, okay, I just need to get it done. I need to you know, I need to say this, I need to do this. And again, it could be in a relationship with someone. Maybe you want to move things along and you feel like there is an important message to deliver. March, by the way, is also when we start the eclipse season. We'll have the lunar eclipse in the first half of March, pretty soon. So there will be a lot of revelation of the truth, let's put it that way, in March. And so that might actually guide you to almost like, you know, to the thought of, I don't want to waste any more time. I want to tell this person how I feel or how I value them, or what is it that I want, and do it sooner than later. You know, kind of like don't care what the consequences, I just need to get it out there. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, right? And maybe this will be the best option, because Taurus is quite known for being reserved and careful and waiting things out. And when it comes to uncomfortable stuff, including conversations. So maybe that will be the push that you need to really get it out there, to express yourself, your authentic self. And then you and the other person can take it from there. But this is more about you and the change in you than anything else. For your career space, you have Six of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and the Magician. Yeah, very interesting energies, because again, they're both about working with other people and sharing common goals and dreams, but also about establishing your own power. And to me, this is where that wise leader card comes in, right? You are a light, you're an inspiration to others in some shape or form, and it's important for you to be able to embrace that as an individual. So don't try to blend in to the extent where people don't really understand what your part in the project really is. That's not the bit about the collaboration. Collaboration can be very fruitful, very productive, but still you will have a distinct role in it, right? Or maybe in one project you're collaborating with someone who is kind and loving, but you also have your own stuff going on. Don't abandon it. It's really like the main goal that I'm hearing for you is to continue developing your craft and establishing who you are, whether it's actual personal brand, or maybe even if you're part of an organization or a community, right? But still understanding where you stand there, right? And how you can make a difference as a leader in that community. The advice from the universe, you have the High Priestess, the Five of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. So March is going to be a lot about exploration for you, Taurus. Going within and understanding that, I don't even want to say quality versus quantity, although it is kind of that vibe. But it's more about doing... It's not advisable to rush with anything, right? It's just like going with the flow and doing things naturally as they come in. Because you never know, and sometimes you may agree to something too quickly and then you'll regret it. There's a card of regret here, right? Or maybe you'll rush too much, you'll push somebody too much, and you'll push them away, essentially. Or your potential business partner will say, you know what? I have a weird feeling about this, I'm uncomfortable, I'll collaborate with someone else, right? So as much as it may sound selfish, focus on self, focus on your process and what comes in naturally. Try to do less of a pay attention less to what other people are expecting, and that doesn't even have to be direct expectation. I'll give you an example. I have a friend who actually decided to switch her field of, her occupation, and she lost her job a while back, and now she's, establishing herself in a completely new field. And she hears a lot from people that it's like, well, like this isn't smart at all with the current market. You could be pulling this much money. You could be looking for a job where you have tons of experience, and this is like a no-brainer, right? Like, why aren't you doing that? Or there are people who are, telling her, oh, I'm so sorry that you don't have a job, you don't have stable income, whatever, right? And she's like, I'm doing fine, by the way. Like, this is fine, I'm moving along, I'm finding my vibe, I'm chilling with it, and I'm rocking it at the same time, right? But to people, there are certain societal norms, of what you kind of need, where your needs are supposed to be met. And having a job that will provide financial stability is one of those things. So if they hear that you don't, they may blame you for, I don't know, something, or they may just be, even when they're saying, oh, I'm so sorry, or like, oh, wow, that's not good. Like, it's like people have good intentions because they want to support you, right? They want to sympathize. But it still sends a negative vibe. And it can get the addressee feel like there's something wrong in their life. There's something wrong with them. So don't let other people do that to you, Taurus. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, let's get messages to Taurus from their person of interest. Messages for Taurus. What would your person like to share right now? Ten of Wands. Any clarifications, please? Whoa. Okay. King of Cups in reverse. So your person is basically saying that they've been through a lot lately, both in terms of their emotional well-being, relationships, dynamics, something of that kind, and in terms of the outside world and what they do in public. It could be occupation, could be living situation. What else? Could be, I don't know, maybe also their place in the community, something like that. But it got them into a place where they are somewhat disconnected from their true feelings and emotions, where they know there is some sadness there and maybe confusion too, lack of clarity on how to move forward. But they also realize that at some point they need to let it out, and they can't go on the same way that they did before, right? And they can't just pretend like everything's fine. Some people do that, and again, a lot of times they have good intentions, right? Like, I don't want to, burden anybody else with the burden that I'm carrying, but it's not helpful. So essentially, a person knows that this point in time is coming where they won't be able to just keep everything bottled in anymore. They have gone through some tough times, maybe still are going through tough times, and they're hoping that you'll be there to support them, Taurus, when, they, at the point where they just relax into it, they breathe out, and they're not trying to be strong and hold it together anymore. Then there will be a lot of vulnerability, and they're actually scared of it. That's one of the reasons they don't do it. But it will be important that you meet them there, and you support them in that time of need, I guess, in the tender energy that they're going to be in, or maybe that they're already in if this process has started. But I'm seeing with the King of Cups in reverse that they're still kind of closed off, and they're still keeping it all inside. But it's like the dam is gonna burst open pretty soon. So just be ready for that. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If so, please like it and subscribe to my channel if you are new, of course. And other than that, I love you all and bye, everyone.